Hello again, everybody. Ben Jarofsky here. We're calling this Undecided Thursday, and here's why. Daniel Laurison standing by, sociology professor at Swarthmore, and perhaps the greatest Swarthmore graduate since Mama Cass. I told Daniel I would not make a Swarthmore joke. I'm sure there's absolutely nobody in the world who knows that joke. The only reason I know it is because of a song by Mamas and Papas, and I'm just a baby boomer, an old baby boomer, weighing in on the world's events. I know Daniel doesn't even get that joke because he's younger. Daniel's expert.
Mamas and Papas are.
Oh, wow, he stunned me with that. Daniel's expertise is the voter who doesn't vote, and we're going to be talking about that, or potential voters who don't vote. This is on my mind because I had a conversation with a friend of mine. We'll just start with this as a lead into what Daniel's going to talk about. And a dear friend of mine, a very smart guy, love him dearly, young Timmy, we'll call him. And he is a very smart guy. As I said, he speaks three languages, at least three languages fluently. And a voracious reader and a good writer, et cetera, and so forth. I say all this about his intelligence to point out something, that just because you're extremely intelligent doesn't mean you're paying attention to politics. Okay? And so at least he's registered. Daniel and I be talking about people who aren't registered. And at least he knows there's an election on Tuesday. Daniel and I be talking about people who are utterly clueless, who don't even know there's an election on Tuesday. And at least he knows who the candidates are for Senate. Well, he knows he can name the top three. Okay? So already he's more sophisticated than I would say, and let's see if Daniel agrees with me on this, 90% of the people who are eligible to vote, who don't know who's running, don't know when the election is, and furthermore, more likely than not, are not registered or unaware of where they would vote, even if they are registered. The general vast cluelessness of America. It's been given this great treat, democracy. You get to participate. It's like people dying all over the world for this right. And in America, they're like, oh, man, wow, I think I'll vote for whoever Trump tells me to vote for. Oh, my God, MAGA. Is there a more clueless group of actual participants than MAGA? Sorry, I didn't mean to go there. Anyway, young Timmy is really, he didn't know what to do in the upcoming Democratic primary for Senate. He wants to vote in that race. Now, Daniel, you live in Pennsylvania, so I'll just lay out the land. There are three. There's several candidates, many candidates. I can't remember how many. Look, the cluelessness is a bet. He's a political talk show host. He can't even tell you how many candidates are. I think there's three main ones that everybody knows about. Two are congressmen, Raja Krishnamurthy and Robin Kelly, and the other is the Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton, who is a close ally of the Governor J.B. Pritzker. So the polls show that Raja's ahead because Raja raised gazillions of dollars and just bombarded the airways with commercials. And so getting into what Daniel's going to talk about, the level of cluelessness and ignorance in voters is like they saw his commercials. I'll vote for him. That's an Illinois voter, Daniel, right there. I'll vote for him. I saw his commercial. So he's ahead in the polls. And then suddenly people wake up and they go, this guy's a conservative, basically. He's at best a middle-of-the-road Democrat who sees which way the wind is blowing and goes whichever way it is. It never led anything remotely resembling a progressive movement. He's pretending he's a progressive. And so, since Illinois' Democrats are dominated by progressives, all these people who said they're going to vote for Raja simply because they saw his commercials, because that's all it takes, are saying, I don't know. And then there's another subset of the voters, like my dear friend Timmy, who haven't been paying attention. So at the last minute weighs in and looks, and he goes, well, he said, I'm leaning maybe to Robin Kelly. I go, how did you get to that? I'm just curious. And here's the path he followed. He looked up an article that was posted on Charlie Meyerson's website. Shout out, Charlie. And it led him to Girl, I Guess, voting guide. And in that voting guide, it seemed to him that she was endorsing Robin Kelly. He said, I'll vote for Kelly. I'm leaning toward Kelly. That's all it took. And then I pointed out to him, well, that if you want to vote against Raja, the probably best choice is Stratton. This is strategic voting because Stratton's closer in the polls to Raja than Robin is. So that's a strategic voter. But if in your heart of hearts, based on what Charlie Myerson wrote and Girl I Guess wrote, means you want to vote for Robin Kelly, vote for Robin Kelly. You should vote for the heart of hearts. Right? You shouldn't be a strategic voter. If you love Robin Kelly. And then he acknowledged he really never heard of Robin Kelly until he... You know what, folks? Here's the deal. I think I'll just vote for everybody. Okay. I'm the only one who follows this stuff. So I'm just going to vote for everyone. Okay. You guys send me your little, who you want me to vote for. And I'll just go to the election. Oh, everybody. I'll vote for everybody. Because I don't need Charlie Myerson to know this stuff. I know it already. I tease, I make fun, I laugh because it's so painful. All right, Daniel, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on and listening to my opening oration. The purpose of that oration is to sort of shine a light on the things that you're going to talk about that you've spent so much of your life researching.
Yeah.
And I would call it the separation from Americans, of Americans from this sacred right that they have to vote. Like the process has been so trivialized that they don't even see it as a sacred right, Daniel. Yeah. It's at best an obligation, like going to the dentist. 30%. I want to just put that to you, Daniel. 30% to 35% turnout is what we expect for Tuesday's primary. We're supposedly in the midst of this earth-shaking, earth-shattering revolt against the beginning of fascism, and at best, we're going to get 30 to 35%.
Yeah.